It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas, and we have wonderful guests. And today, my guest is Dale Bohnet, who is the marketing director of MoreMito, which is an amazing product that is having wonderful reviews and helping so many people. And I am so proud to be able to carry it. Welcome, Dale.
Hello, Gail. It is an honor to be with you. I hope you're having a great Sunday.
I am, and thank you so much for being here with me. I love this product. I use it every day. It does wonders for my skin and hair, and people have had other great results with other issues. But let's talk a little bit about the product. It's called MoreMito, and I think we should address the concept of mitochondria and what they do for our body.
I agree. Gail, that's our name, MoreMito. Mito is short for mitochondria. And we have a brilliant research scientist who has taken a completely different approach to health and wellness and our bodies. It's unique. We see commercials all the time on TV and various things. You know, take this and it'll help this issue. Take this and it'll help the pain in your shoulder. Take this, it'll help here. Look, we don't do that. We increase the mitochondria. The mitochondria, once people understand what it is, it's in every cell of your body except your red blood cells. It's in every cell of your body, and it is the fuel source for your body. And we have been losing it. It decreases in us from the time we're a toddler. We're lucky to have 50% left when we're in our 50s. We're lucky to have 10% left in our 60s or 70s. And think about this. When does our hair start to go white? The hair I have left is white. I started to lose it, and it started to go white when I was in my 50s. When do we need glasses? Tends to hit us in our late 50s. What about our hearing in our 60s? Listen, our mitochondria is going away. It's been attacked by the environment, by Roundup. Roundup on our lawns is a mitochondria killer. And everything in our life has that effect. Now think about this. Think about a toddler, a 4-year-old. Runs 100 miles an hour, can't stop, full of energy, falls down, scrapes his knee. It heals many times without a scar. He's up and running again, flops on the couch, sleeps for an hour, he's up and running. That's pure mitochondria. And if we can give that mitochondria back, and we do, we don't just tune up what's there, we increase it. It goes back to the age when you were young. And astounding things start to happen. Here's the most important thing, Gail, as you've already mentioned. It's not one thing, because we don't fix anything. We increase the mitochondria, and a number of different things in our bodies start to improve. We've got testimonials on our website with 3 or 4 different things. Ron Long up in Spokane, Washington. His eyesight improves. Now, look, that's a big deal for him. He's getting shots in his eyes for retinopathy. Shots in his eyes. He no longer gets shots in his eyes. His testimonial, he says, look, my eyesight's gone from 20/60 to 20/30 and back to 20/20. I don't get shots. That's a big deal. But the same guy, Ron, had lost use of his right arm for 15 years. He's a Marine. He had a stroke. His right arm stopped moving. He had to learn how to write left-handed so he could sign documents. His right arm is now working. He's 83 and he's throwing 60-pound bales of hay on his daughter's farm. And he's on a number of pharmaceuticals. He's now off. Doctor took him off of blood pressure medication, of testosterone medication. Why do multiple things happen for all these people? Because we don't fix anything. We increase the mitochondria and astounding things happen.
Basically, what happens then, your body is doing it itself
Bingo.
because
Your
the
body's doing what it was meant to do. It starts working the way it should, the way it used to, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down.
well, we are just exposed to so many things that are so harmful and toxic to us, from what they are dropping us on us in the air to the food that we eat that is saturated with the glyphosate Roundup that you're talking about. I've had Stephanie Sinoff on in the past, and she talks about glyphosate, and you can see how it the rate of obesity and diabetes has increased substantially
Yes.
in the time since it was introduced. And so to have a product that has substances in it, I don't know how it manages to get rid of the glyphosate, or if it not, I guess the body's ability to detox when the mitochondria are fully functioning is the key. Would you agree?
I agree completely. You've nailed it. Listen, detox is one of the things that happens when you start taking this product. And I'll give you an example. We've got a gentleman named James in Toronto, Canada, and he called me and he said, Dale, listen, you don't know this about me, but I give myself an enema every day. He said, there's nothing in me to detox with. I'm spending time in the bathroom. How can that be? And the answer is, this has nothing to do with your intestines. This is your cells detoxing. You may carry 2 or 3 pounds of waste all combined in your cells. Your cells release the toxins. Your cells detoxed. That's one of the things that gives the room then for the mitochondria in your cells to come back. And it has a huge, huge impact, as you've pointed out, Gail. Detox first, and then listen, you've heard of brownouts. Think of an electric brownout in California, rolling brownouts. If I cut the power to your house down to 40%, your microwave doesn't work. You can't watch your television. Your lights dim.
It's true.
That's what happens. The same thing has happened to our bodies. And when we increase that power back to 100%, astounding things happen.
That is so true. And this product is very unique. There isn't anything else like it on the market, in terms of something that you take. And it's totally, the ingredient list is amazing. Maybe we
Yes.
should take a look at it. What do
Why
you
don't
think?
you pull that up? While you pull it up, I'll talk about the ingredients. Listen, we've got version 3.0. Our scientist, Dr. Bevan, took us from 33 ingredients to 44 about a year and a half ago. And it has had an astounding impact and effect on the results people get. And here's one of the most important things to understand about ingredients. It's not uncommon, it's very common for too much of one thing to completely overpower and cancel out another. Dr. Bevan talks about taking a handful of vitamins, and you'll be lucky. It's very common for a third of what you're taking to not do anything for you because it's being overpowered and canceled by the other things you're taking at the same time. There has to be balance. Dr. Bevan has balanced all 44 of these. And then here's the thing that makes us unique. We are not a Me Too product. Ingredients are worthless if your body cannot use them. We have a unique technology Dr. Bevan has created. It's called XDS. And it is the thing that sets these products apart because it's the delivery system that allows these products not just to get through your cell walls, but to get deeper through the walls of your mitochondria and start increasing the mitochondria. So 44 properly balanced ingredients, but the delivery system that lets the body use them. It's almost got the effect of making water wetter. XDS is so powerful. If you're taking a vitamin C tablet, and 20% right now of that vitamin C tablet gets used by the body, our product, the XDS, will help even that have more of that be used by the body. You may see 80% of that same vitamin C tablet get used by the body. XDS is the secret. You do not run out of the UltraMito line of products. Go to Walmart and get anything like them. There's nothing like them because of the delivery system that lets the body use them.
So it gets the substances through the cell wall into the inside the cell, where it does basically the cleanup, and then your mitochondria is able to function in the manner that
Correct.
it's supposed to.
Function and increase. The mitochondria, there's thousands of mitochondria in every cell. So the mitochondria can now increase, and your body starts working. I mean, the things we hear from people, it's so great. These testimonials. And listen, we've got a library full of testimonials, everything you can imagine. It affects eyesight. It affects blood sugar and blood pressure and a myriad of things. And they're all free for everybody to go listen to. They can join the company. There's no cost to join the company. We're not doing this for profit. We're doing this to get the word out to people. Join the company for free. Join on your website and get access to the library of the testimonials, everything you can imagine. Again, we've got Archbishop Vince McCall, another gentleman who had horrible eyesight issues. Eyesight seems to respond the quickest. And he shares how his doctor said, Vince, I don't see a sign of the disease in your eyes anymore. You don't need these shots. Well, look, mitochondria is throughout your body, but it's focused in three places: your heart, your brain, and your eyes. And that's why so many things happen there first, as they then start to happen throughout the body.
That's amazing, and that's fascinating and wonderful for people. Do people take it at different amounts?
You know, that's an excellent question. Let me explain. First of all, there's three products. Let me mention that. One, the first is Rejuvenate. It's our topical gel, and it's for your skin from head to toe, anywhere on your body. Put it in your scalp, massage it in, put it in your hair, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin: a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish. Any irritation to the skin. We've got testimonials in the back office about the impact it's had for one gentleman who had severe varicose vein issues and cleared it all up. It's cleared up cellulite and stretch marks and wrinkles on the face. But look, it doesn't just sit on the skin. It soaks down through the skin, soaks deep into the muscles, the ligaments, your joints, your back joints, your knee joints, your hands, your wrists. It helps with everything, and it helps with circulation in the smallest, in the capillaries. So if you know anybody, maybe even you have issues with your hands or feet, may start as tingling and progress into severe issues, look, you're going to find Rejuvenate becomes your go-to item for everything I just mentioned, all of that and more. Now, Restore, that's the one you've got up on the screen, 44 ingredients. Restore is oil-based. Dr. Bevan has taken two products and used them as the basis to build Restore, two ancient superfoods that have been used for thousands of years because of the benefit they give to the human condition. That's olive oil with olive leaf and black seed oil. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan has taken these two items as the base and uses several elements in special ways. He uses several elements of olive oil to tune up and detoxify the cells in your body. And when he does that, which then increases the mitochondria, that's what brings the body back to working the way it used to before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And then he uses black seed to help your body make more cellular energy. That's real energy, non-jittery. It's not like the energy hit you might get from caffeine or sugar where you get a big high and then a big crash. Cellular energy is different. It is steady, it's strong. And imagine being able to live life on your terms again, to start a project and finish it without a need for rest. Imagine no more brain fog. Imagine the ability, imagine doing something strenuous like a long bike ride that then has just a short recovery time and you're up and back at it. That's what happens with cellular energy. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients. You can see a lot of them right there on the screen.
Right.
And again, all properly balanced and delivered into the body so it can use them. Final thing, I said,
That's a key.
It's all about that. All about that. Listen, 44 ingredients doesn't matter if the body can't use them. You know, if the body takes it and expels it, what's the point? You're just flushing money. And that's not what we do. It's not what we do. We've got a pet product. That would be the final thing. Because pets can't have the people restored. The one on your screen, a pet can't have because of the black seed and the citrus oils. He created a pet product. If you've got a dog that can't move like it used to, may not even be able to do the stairs, certainly is not running around like a puppy and playing fetch and going on walks. If you've got a cat that's shedding and hacking up fur balls, look, the animals are closer to the bad chemicals in our carpets, to the chemicals in our lawns. Pets have allergies just like we do. Some of the same allergies we can get. Bring your pet back to puppy and kitty stage with Pet Restore. So 3 different things. And they just all have a purpose. They all work in a unique way. And listen, here's the final thing that brought me to the company. I don't like products that are try it for 8 months and maybe you'll notice something. I don't go for those products. I want to see I'm the guy with no patience, right? I'm the guy that stands in front of the microwave.
I can appreciate that.
I just don't have time for this stuff. Things happen fast. And the thing I love about the pets, there's no faking it with a pet. Your pet starts running around and jumping and it happens fast. There's no faking it. So wonderful products. And again, it all boils down to what is a simple concept, hard to do, but a simple concept. We don't fix anything. We increase the mitochondria and your body returns to the way it was when you were a youth.
And that's what most people need, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that feel fatigued, feel exhausted, feel like, it's, how am I going to get through the day kind of thing. And they might even load up on vitamins and load up on different things that they think are going to help. But if you don't absorb it, it doesn't do a darn thing for you, just like you said.
You nailed it. That's exactly right. Exactly.
So this delivery system, XDS delivery system, is really a key as well, because it's able to get all these wonderful substances into the cell to repair the mitochondria. And once the mitochondria is repaired, I understand that it has its own DNA, so it is able to reproduce more DNA as a result of repairing any of the dysfunctional ones, or getting rid of them if they're too far gone. But is that correct? It does have its own DNA. Do you know about that?
Mitochondria is deeply tied to the DNA. You can Google it and read about it. Listen, we say all the time, take the product, let's combine it with your DNA. It's not what our product does for you. It's what your DNA does with our product. And combine them and just astounding things happen.
Right. I should probably show a picture of the product. What do you call it? I don't like to call it a cream because that brings up a different picture.
We call it a gel. Our topical gel. Yep.
That's better. Definitely better. Let me see if I can find that on here under.
Yep. If you click on product details up at the top, you'll get a drop down with 3 products. Click the second one, Rejuvenate.
All right, Rejuvenate. Here we go. Okay, this is a big key right here.
Scroll down and you'll see. And listen, this is
Look at
available to everybody. They all go to your website. They can have their own website. You'll notice it says join at the top right. There's no cost to join the company. There's no monthly fee to be here. There's nothing you ever need to buy. You just get
you know
access to all this.
right. You don't have to continue to buy product every
No,
month either.
no, we don't require
That's
that. Listen, we're the iPhone of nutraceuticals. When people are lining up around the block to get it, you don't have to make people buy it. People come back and buy it because of what it's doing for them. And so this is Restore. We've got some testimonials down right here on the page. You don't even have to join to get to these. And we've got it just like the oil, the gel helps in a number of different ways. Listen, we've got a lady, tremendous lady. She's got MS. She started crying when she was giving her testimonial. She's out of pain for the first time in 15 years because of Rejuvenate. She buys 4 jars at a time. Here's a picture of a lady that had skin breakouts when she got pregnant. The only thing that cleared it up was Rejuvenate. Now listen, Rejuvenate's there for discomfort, for issues regarding, things that have gone wrong. And yet here it is helping somebody with their appearance, with their skin tone.
This is what helped my son's skin. I mean, he'd get some kind of like acne type breakouts at times, but he uses this on his skin, and it looks like a baby skin when
Isn't that
after
amazing?
using it.
And you can see right there,
amazing.
Johnny B. I got relief from a 43-year-old knee injury in less than 41 minutes. Listen, we've got testimonials about detached retinas. They've had operations, no success. They get their retina reattaches. That's astounding. Severe migraine headaches.
Wow.
I've got a great story of a guy named Ted in Santa Clarita, California. He called me and he said, Dale, it's helped my migraine a lot, but that's not why I'm calling. He said, a mole I've had since I was a kid just came off under my fingernail. I've only been using the product 2 weeks. He wasn't trying to get rid of a mole, but listen.
That's funny. That happened to me too. I had a I don't know what kind of mole it was or whatever, but I had one and it faded away.
Yep. And again, it gets back to that same concept. We don't fix anything. We restore the mitochondria, and a number of things change for each person because the body can work. I'll go right back to that brownout issue in California. I cut the power to your home. Your TV doesn't work. Your microwave doesn't work. Your lights go dim. Put the power back to 100 and everything functions. When's the last time everything functioned for you? It can again if you simply take the right approach. Let's get your mitochondria back. Simple stuff.
Now, one of the things that I did that we haven't discussed is I mixed a little of the Restore into the Rejuvenate.
Right. So you mix some of the oil into the gel, and that's brilliant. And in fact, it can make sense. The gel comes in a 4-ounce jar, kind of like the old Pond's cold cream. And you can take a teaspoon of the oil and stir it in. What that does is helps it soak deeper, quicker. So that's a brilliant idea to use the oil in the Rejuvenate. And typically here, listen, we put this together in a special way. People tend to buy bundles. If you buy one oil and one Rejuvenate, we put a second free jar of Rejuvenate in that. We call it a bundle. So people will have one jar that they don't put the oil in and one jar that they do. And it just gives them the flexibility to do what they need to do. I like what Laurel says. Keep it simple.
Yes, that it's amazing. Maybe we should listen to. Why don't you pick a testimonial that, and we can play it.
Take a listen here. All right.
Let me stop sharing for a minute.
Oh, you don't. Okay. You can keep sharing. This will be verbal only. Let's listen to.
Okay.
If I can find him here, I had him. Goodness sakes.
There were people that asked me if I wore a wig. I thought
Really?
that
You got
was pretty.
great hair.
Yeah. Well, I know that this product has helped it a lot. I can just tell, and I do put it into my hair, and I kind of rub it into my scalp a little bit, and it makes a difference. And then I hadn't even seen that picture that we were showing before with the guy whose hair, this one here. That's pretty amazing right there.
Yeah.
Now, most men
And
would
see,
be
we
more than
don't talk
happy to have
about
that
that.
happen.
The last thing I want is for somebody to peg us as a hair loss or some of the other things that happen. You got to understand we fix everything. Let's listen to Dr. Bevan. He's the scientist. Let's listen to a quick
Oh, cool.
little bit of about a minute as he explains what's happening here.
What we will also do, and here's the big one, and it is the biggest one, is we reset your mitochondria. We recycle the ones that are damaged, and we turn up the energy in the ones that are functional. And once we turn up that energy, then your body at the very basic level has enough energy in order to carry out the self-repair farther, in order to get rid of those free radicals, in order to carry out all the procedures inside the cell that protect it from all of those outside toxins, heavy metals and organic compounds, and even radiation of various types, things that are not natural for you. So if we focus first on mitochondria, repair and turning up energy, then what starts happening is the DNA that your mitochondria produces to carry out mitochondrial energy production is now not damaged. Now those processes to create energy inside your cell get turned up, and then you can function better. Okay.
So there it is in a nutshell.
That makes so much sense. The guy was a genius to think of it, of dealing with
Really.
it in this manner. He really was.
And this is his third year after 5 years of total research, 3 years and third generation of this product. And he was just way out in front of everybody in his understanding of what drives changes in our body, what the best way to fix our bodies. Would you like to hear Dr. Archbishop McCall talking about his eyes?
Yes.
Let's talk about, hear him talk about, and this is a condition of diabetes, by the way. So hang on as I pull that up.
There's nothing we can do to improve your vision. What would you have to say to anybody who's having an eye challenge who is told that, Archbishop? What would you say to them based on your experience?
Based on what I've experienced so far, and all that I anticipate is don't believe it. When I went to this new retina specialist, first thing she told me is you had 3 surgeries so far. You need to complete and have some more. And I let her know that I'm not interested in having any other surgeries. And she was reading the report. I said, what I'd like you to do is examine my eyes yourself, and let's not rely on what you see written there. And she said she intended to. So she examined my eyes, and while she's examining and doing what she needs to do, she's saying, wow. And I said, what's going on? And she says, I don't see any evidence of diabetes in your retinas, other than she can see the surgical procedures that I had, but she doesn't see any evidence of diabetes in my eyes. And she said, what are you doing? And I told her, well, by the grace of God, I'm using Restore with XDS technology. It's a supplement. And she said, well, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you this, whatever you're doing, don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. And your retinas your things are getting better. And she can tell that I'm seeing better based on the eye test that they were giving me for reading. And when I am more disciplined in my eating habits, but it's not that. It's this XDS technology.
All right, Archbishop, thank you for that. You know, we have had people who are legally blind regain their sight, all of this stuff. So don't take our word for it, though. Make sure you get Restore 3.0. Thank you again, Archbishop.
So there it is. I mean, those just an example. And we've got a multitude of them for people to go listen, find the thing that you're facing, find what's wrong, and understand there's an answer. And Archbishop, how powerful is that? 3 operations, he's being checked for another one. And the doctor said, I don't see a sign of diabetes in your eyes. That is a major, major thing. I do not hear you. Are you still
sorry.
with?
I muted myself. I'm sorry, because there was some outside noise. But anyway, I have someone is asking about cataract surgery. Has anyone had any testimonials about cataract?
Yes, we've got a number of cataracts, macular degeneration, detached retinas. Yes.
What level, how much do they take? Do they take more than the average?
That's an excellent point. Here's the dosage. The dosage is 4 milliliters, I should say. That's 4/5 of a teaspoon. It comes with an eyedropper that has a measurement to 1 mil. So 4 of those eyedroppers, 4 mils is a daily dose. And you take it by putting it under your tongue and hold it as long as you can before you swallow. We want it to soak right into your bloodstream, all right, under your tongue, through your cheeks, and finally you swallow, and that's fine. But we want it to work through your bloodstream before, it gets through your gut. So that's great. And now, how much do some people use? Listen, we've got folks on various issues, whether it's an eyesight issue or a blood pressure issue or other serious issues, kidney issues, all the things you can imagine, to include chemotherapy. We've got some people taking 4 doses a day, but the regular dose is a great way to get started. And some people take that 4 droppers, and break it into 2 servings, 2 when they wake up, 2 at lunch. People double dosing would take 2 when they wake up, 2 at 10 in the morning, 2 at noon, 2 at mid-afternoon. It's kind of like getting it like an IV drip. You want to get it all day long. But look, you cannot take too much. You cannot overdose. That's not what this is. So, and people settle on the right dosage once they get going and they get understanding it. Most folks double up at least for the first couple of weeks they've got it.
And it's important to hold it in your mouth, as you suggested. Digestion really begins in your mouth, and so absorption begins in your mouth. And by doing what you said, that kind of gets it working right away, without mixed with other things in your stomach. So that's pretty awesome there. What about, there's some of the neuropathy is very common in people with diabetes as well. Have you had any results with that, with putting the gel on those areas?
Listen, that's one of the main things. People that have that have it in their feet, in their hands. We've had a dramatic impact for an awful lot of people. Now, neuropathy is something that you don't just put it on your feet, as an example, and call it good. You need to rub it into your feet 3 times a day. You need to get serious, get a little heat going. This is where what you described, putting some oil in that jar of Rejuvenate's important. So put some oil in there and massage it into your feet 3 times a day. You will have an impact. Listen, we have free phone calls every Saturday and Monday. On Saturday, we played a testimonial of someone who had a corn. If you can imagine a corn disappear, that's astounding.
Wow.
And the reason it works the way it does with neuropathy, and neuropathy affects a lot of things, including balance, Bill Critchfield, who had this serious problem with varicose veins, also had severe neuropathy. He's now walking without his walker. Neuropathy affects your balance. He's walking without his walker. He's walking around fine because of the circulation improvement that comes in the capillaries when you use this gel. We've got a lady in New Jersey, Grace's sister, was in the hospital to get 3 toes on her left foot amputated. She kept her toes. Her toes are fine now because the circulation improved. So, yep, has a big impact.
Awesome. Someone made a comment, feet absorb magnificently.
You're right. Laurel knows what she's talking about.
Oh, okay. Someone wants me to post a link. Yes, I will. I'll do it right now. HTTPS.
Yeah. And I'll verbalize what you're posting. It's MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a /, and then Gail of Gaia. You cannot buy direct from the company. We wouldn't know you without Gail, just like we're not going to know the people you know until you tell them about us. So that's how you find it. And listen, let me assure all of you, we have a 30-day money-back, empty jar, no questions asked guarantee. So
you can't beat that. So
yeah, all you can do is get better.
So we have wonderful testimonials from many, many people. We have a product that works with proof. So I would encourage people to give it a try. And I have to tell you, when I found out about this product and even began to try it, I was more concerned with being able to have it available to me than whatever the compensation plan was. I have a tendency to do that with the products because I pick out the product that I think has the kind of quality that really is going to work for people and actually make a difference in their life. So that's what I try to do. And thank you very much.
Well said. If the product doesn't work, nothing else matters. This product works. That's why we've got no questions asked, money back guarantee. Let me mention something else because you mentioned it, and that's the compensation plan. Look, everybody, we don't advertise. Everything we do is word of mouth. So yes, we pay you for referring people to us. You cannot buy direct from the company, but let me tell you something. We created a one-of-a-kind product. It's not me too. There's nothing else like it. We created a one-of-a-kind company. There's no cost to join. There's no monthly cost to be here. There's no required auto ship. You hear that a lot. You got to buy something. You don't have to buy anything here. If you decide to share in compensation, you don't even have to buy anything to get compensation. One purchase can qualify 2 people. And as far as getting paid, we don't pay monthly, we don't pay weekly, we don't pay daily. When a purchase happens, your compensation is in your back office to use, either as Mito cash or as regular cash. You'll learn more about that if you decide to get involved. So we've got a one-of-a-kind company to support a one-of-a-kind product. There's nothing like us, just like there's nothing like Gail of Gaia. We're pleased to be tied in with you.
I am honored to be able to bring this type of product to my audience. It's just it just makes me feel good because I know I got something that can really work for people, and if they're willing to try it and give it a whirl, they will be satisfied. And we know that not everybody is always works the same for everybody, but it sure looks like it does if it at different levels. But the beauty of it is too, if for some reason, after a fair trial, you don't think it's working for you, you can get your money back.
Just call us and get your money back. That's right.
I bet you don't have many of those calls, do you?
Not very many. That's right.
Well, I think unless there's something, is there anything else we need to bring up, Dale? That
I don't think so. I think we've covered it all. If anybody has questions, contact Gail. Or you can also call us at MoreMito.com. Bottom of the webpage has a phone number. Be sure and mention Gail and ask any questions. It's staffed pretty much all the time. We're here to answer your questions.
And I have in the description, I have listed Star's phone number. She can help you with enrollment because I'm very busy all the time and it's hard for me to talk on the phone long for people. But if you look at that phone number, you can call that number as well as the company, but just mention my name. So I get credit for that. So I can get more Mito.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
All right. Well, I can't thank you enough, Dale, for taking the time to bring this important information forward about this wonderful product. Those are the only kind of products I'll carry, are ones that are wonderful and really help people. So I think if you have any of the issues that we've talked about, you really should give it a try, and feel free to go to the website and listen to any of the testimonials. Like Dale was saying, all you have to do is find one that might be something that is affecting you. Listen to that and then see what you think.
There you go. And send us a text. That phone number at the bottom of the page, you can also text it. If you've got a particular issue, text us. We'll get back to you with testimonials to listen to. Thank you so much, Gail.
All righty then. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. And may your blessings be many. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you, Dale.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are, and like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. We control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show